Last weekend, the boat launch was installed on Swampscott River, and that can only mean one thing, that spring is on its way. Updates on the vaccination effort, more sustainability initiatives around town, a new app from the Exeter Historical Society, and more on this episode of the Exeter Biweekly Report. Let's get started. On Saturday, March 20th, SAU 16 staff and teachers were involved in a large vaccination effort in order to allow for a 5-day in-person week that they want to start May 3rd. The Exeter Fire Department, along with fire departments from Stratham, Kensington, East Kingston, and Hampton Falls, joined with the SAU 16 nurses to coordinate the clinic in the auditorium of Exeter High School.
Today we're finishing off our 4-day vaccination clinic with the help of the Exeter Fire Department and surrounding fire departments. This is our opportunity to make sure that all of our staff members, our employees, and our community partners are being vaccinated. As a community health partner, we certainly affect a lot of what happens in the community, not just in our schools, but outside of our schools, where parents and students visit and attend church or go to restaurants or go to grocery stores. So this was a really important thing for us to be able to partner with the fire department and the public health network and we just can't be more than pleased with what's been going on. It's gone so smooth. We've had almost 1,200 vaccinations to this point today. I think we'll get up to about 1,400, which really excites all of us. And we just have a happy room of people who have gotten their first dose of the Moderna vaccine. And we look forward to a month from now when we give the second dose.
As staff arrived, they checked in and were quickly seated to receive their first dose. English teacher Jennifer Riley was happy to receive the vaccine.
And I'm really grateful for the opportunity. Having the clinic here was awesome because it was fast and convenient. And I feel really good about this new phase as we work to get ourselves back to normal. So it's been great.
Go ahead and grab a seat that's marked.
After being vaccinated, staff received a sticker and sat down for 15 minutes of observation in case of any side effects.
This week we've done all the SAU 16 schools, today being the final push. This is Exeter High School, the Cooperative Middle School, East Kingston Elementary, Kensington Elementary, and Brentwood Elementary is here today from the Swayze School. And we're roughly vaccinating 600 people today in the auditorium. And we've had very little waits, a lot of happy people, and we're looking forward to getting everybody back into school and getting everything open back up again. And I really appreciate the support from everybody out in the community, and this has really been a great initiative.
As of today, vaccination registration is open to all New Hampshire residents aged 16 and up. This is the last stage of vaccinations in New Hampshire. To register or check which phase you fall under, visit vaccines.nh.gov. Vaccination data can be viewed on the state's COVID-19 dashboard. As of March 31st, it currently shows that 439,304 people have received the first dose, while 222,723 people have been fully vaccinated, representing 32% and 16% of the state population respectively. For up-to-date information regarding COVID-19, please visit nh.gov/COVID-19. There, you'll be able to find vaccination information as well as mental health and other resources. The Department of Public Works and the Conservation Commission are working together on a rain barrel program to help residents be more sustainable. Here's more on that.
Hi everyone, I'm Kristen Murphy, the Natural Resource Planner for the town, and I wanted to pop in and talk about our annual spring rain barrel program. We are running the rain barrel program again this year through the Great American Rain Barrel Company. Rain barrels range in price from $69 to $79 based on the color that you choose. Especially given how dry conditions are, it's kind of a great way to collect rain for free and use it like with a soaker hose or something of that nature to keep your plants watered, keep your garden functioning even during drier conditions. Rain barrels also have environmental benefits because instead of having large amounts of rain fall on your lawn or your driveway and pick up the pollutants that are there or fertilizer and end up in our storm drains, which ultimately dumped into our rivers and streams. By collecting that reduces the amount of stormwater pollution your property creates. So rain barrels also have that environmental benefit, in addition to the cost savings they offer for your household. One key thing about rain barrels, in just a quarter of an inch of rain, it can actually produce enough rain on an average roof size to fill up to 3 rain barrels, which is pretty significant when you think about it. If you're thinking about a rain barrel, you could go onto Google Earth and you can kind of trace the area of your house where your gutter downspouts collect from and figure out just how much rain you have the ability to collect. There are online calculator tools available. So our program is open now, and it runs, you can order through midnight on April 11th, I believe. Yeah, April 11th. Rain barrels will be delivered to the Department of Public Works on Newfields Road. The address is 13 Newfields Road. And they'll be delivered on April 17th, sometime between 9 and noon. To keep it COVID friendly, I'll set up a schedule. Everyone who purchases, I'll get them a scheduled window of time when they can show up, so we don't have everyone coming at once, and we can kind of space pick up throughout those 3 hours. So if you are interested in ordering a rain barrel, there's information on our website under latest news, or you can just go to greatamericanrainbarrel.com and click on community programs, look for Exeter, New Hampshire, and then you can step through selecting your order. All of the payments go through that website, so the next time you'll see me is when you pick up your rain barrel. We do hope that you purchase them, and if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me at Kristen Murphy at kmurphy@exeter.nh.gov.
Yesterday, a large ship called the Ever Given was stuck at low tide in the Squamscott River. Efforts are being made, of course, to remove the ship, but we do not know how long it will be stuck in our river. Okay, April Fools, guys. That was a goof. We're a day late, maybe, but it's fine. And here is Garrett with the history of April Fools and why we do stuff like this.
It's April Fools again, Exeter. And why do we do these kinds of things where we fool people every 1st of April? That starts with the Canterbury Tales back in 1392. And you may be wondering, why is that relevant to playing pranks on the 1st of April for every year? Well, that's because, believe it or not, it used to be the New Year. And so, when that changed around the late medieval period, 1392, you were then a fool if you continued to celebrate such. So, from there on out, that became incentive for people to actually play some pranks, like this famous photo from Denmark, a surprise make-pretend new train system that surprisingly crashes on the day it opens. So there you have it, Exeter. Why we fool people on the 1st of April every year.
Well, the pandemic is not stopping local literature enthusiasts from celebrating. Exeter Lit Fest 2021 is underway. Here is Garrett Prey with more.
Last night, the Exeter Lit Fest launched their 2021 virtual festival with a keynote speaker and local hero Victoria Arlen. We spoke to a board member and the organizer Renee Allen to learn more about the upcoming event.
I'm working on. So I'm down in the art studio because the Lit Fest is kind of an art project as well. It incorporates art and books. So here's what's going on tonight. Lisa Bunker, she has written this book. She's going to be talking to Alex Myers, who has written these books. And they are going to tell you how they write, how to get published, any questions that you have. So get on the email, get on the Zoom, and ask all your questions about how to get published. That's at 7 o'clock. And then that follows directly at 8 o'clock. So you can stay in your same chair with your same beer and your same popcorn and watch the second show, which is myself and Laura Bricker. Laura Bricker is working on some cat mysteries.
Regardless whether or not if crime is or isn't your thing, Saturday morning is going to be containing a huge bundle of fun for all ages with the Lit Fest. From 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., children's story hour, because you know kids get up bright and early, And then 11 a.m. to noon, Susan Cole Ross and Jack Henry are going to sit down and have a conversation. Renee kind of mentioned there may be some surprises for Exeter's lost literature history. To me, this is a very exciting way to start my Saturday morning.
I'd just like to thank everybody for their support. Hopefully you tune in and you get a chance to talk to us all tonight. You know, we really would have liked to have this in person. Like I said, it was a bummer that we weren't able to do it last year and again this year. The timing of this is such that it was one of the very first things canceled last year, because that's when everybody went into lockdown in March. So it's like 2 years we've skipped it after our first inaugural year. So thank you for hanging in there with us. And we hope to be back in person next year all around town in our usual spectacle manner, giving away free books and every other thing. But for this year, we'll see you on Zoom.
Up next, Blue Hawk Media with your SAU 16 update.
Hello everyone, I'm Patty Wands. I'm the principal at the Cooperative Middle School, and welcome. We're going to be going on a tour of the new building project, and I'm really excited to share the progress.
Moving to Article 11, appropriate funds for an additional police officer. To see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $44,795 for the purposes of hiring an additional full-time police officer for the town of Stratton.
And I did that hopefully for some efficiency's sake for this evening, so that we could bear the most time on the return to school presentations from our principals and be able to have that conversation, because I know that's why we have so many people who are joining us tonight. So if there are any questions around the board report, I also emailed to you the communications plan, Kim, in your email box, updated by February 15th. In the event you wanted to review that, and if you had any other questions about that, I could always answer those.
If you're looking for something fun to do, now that the weather has gotten warmer, the Exeter Historical Society has got you covered with the launch of a new app.
My name's Travis Kerber. I am soon to be Eagle Scout with Exeter Troop 323, and I'm really excited to announce the launch of my new project.
Tell us a little bit about the Walking Tour app project you've been working on.
For my project, I have been designing this project for over a year now, which is quite a while for an Eagle project. And my project itself is a walking tour of the town of Exeter, and it is using paper tours that were created by the Exeter Historical Society. I'm taking those tours and putting them into an app that you can use online. The app is called izi.travel, and in the app itself, once you're in there, you just search for my tour, and then it's over 40 stops. Basically, a better way that I could describe it is that if you were taking the tour itself, you went to a certain location, say the String Bridge, right? So once you got close enough to the String Bridge, some audio would start playing, and it would pop up on your screen saying, hey, look, you're at stop 37 or something. Here's an image of it, here's a description, and you can also hear an audio description. And you don't have to go in any specific order. You can just walk through town however you'd like, and you can see the map before you start as well.
What was it like for you to work with the Exeter Historical Society? They're a great resource in our community, so.
Yeah, I agree. They were really enthusiastic at first and through my project when they heard about what I was doing, because like I said, it does involve their pre-existing paper tours, and I'm taking the stops from those tours and putting them online so that they're more easily accessed, so that, you know, there doesn't have to keep being grants to get these tours printed. People don't have to actually physically come into the Historical Society if it's closed due to COVID reasons. That's just something really big for them and really big for the history of Exeter.
Is there anything you wanted to get before I outro us?
Sure. So one more thing that comes along with this publicity is that if there are any businesses in the Exeter area that would like rack cards, which are the big display cards for my project, if they would like one of those to display in their business to help me with advertisement and help them sort of get a piece of Exeter history out there to the town, let me know. You can contact me through the Exeter Historical Society, and I will get those to you as soon as I can.
All right. So I think the last thing is that, of course, people can download this through, what is it, the IZI app?
IZI.travel.
IZI.travel is where people can get this. And if they are a little less tech savvy, the maps are still available through the Exeter Historical Society, correct?
Right, exactly. Yep.
All right. So I think that does it. That does wrap it up for us. Thank you so much for joining me today. And
No problem. Thank you for having me.
It's been awesome. Very cool project. And have you already been Eagle Scouted?
Not yet. No.
Well, congratulations when you get it.
Thank you.
On the topic of warmer weather, the Exeter Arts and Music Fest by Team is coming up next month. Here is director Scott Ruffner with a preview.
Hey everybody, Scott Ruffner here from Team. We're excited to announce that we have our events ready to go for 2021 in Swayze Park. We'll be kicking off the Exeter Arts and Music Fest on May 22nd. And we'll also have events June 19th, July 17th, and August 21st, culminating on September 18th with the Team Equinox Fest, live music, art vendors, kids activities. More info at teamexeter.com.
Well, that about does it for us. We'll see you next on April 16th for our next episode of the Exeter Biweekly Report. Thank you for watching, and here's your 4-day forecast. Friday will be mostly sunny, with a high 45 degrees and a low of 24 degrees. Saturday will be sunny, with a high of 50 degrees and a low of 29 degrees. Sunday will be partly cloudy, with a high of 57 degrees and a low of 39 degrees. Monday will also be partly cloudy, with a high of 53 degrees and a low of 39 degrees.